Hey, you lovely people, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining us. Today, I'm going to show you a Wyckoff accumulation schematic. I hear you say, what's a Wyckoff accumulation schematic? Well, I'll show you. And then we'll look at Bitcoin dominance, what the charts are showing, might be the next moves. And also we're going to take a quick look at Ethereum and the total crypto market cap. And most importantly, baby, we're going to have a little discussion about the most important question of all. When Moon? When Lambo? Can we get this alt season underway now, please? Let's dive on into it. Now, this video isn't meant as an advert for my Facebook or X page, but guys, if you don't follow us on Facebook or X, please do, because I don't always get a chance to put a YouTube video out. It takes a while, and it's so much quicker and easier for me to put posts out on Facebook and X. So come along here to the Smok'N Crypto page on Facebook or on X. I'll put links in the description of the video, and give us a follow, because it's so much easier for me to get information out to you guys in a timely manner, just with a tweet or with a post on Facebook, rather than to put a YouTube video together. But I'm referring to my post from last night about altcoins. I said I was looking for altcoins to start gaining against BTC. Many alts seem to be in Wyckoff accumulation in spring phase, and that we should find out soon with the movements to confirm. So I wanted to put a video out, but haven't had a chance, and I will cover this in the next couple of days if I can. So here I am, just with a quick video, just having a look at what I could see. I said here it'd be nice to see the alts start moving up, watching SWI closely in particular. The reason I'm looking at SWI in particular is because it's been leading these bull moves. Every time we get a move up, SWI seems to be the first to move and with the biggest moves. So it's a good indicator for us what's likely to follow with the rest of the market. There are other coins moving well. I know Hyperliquid has been absolutely flying, if you guys are aware of that one, but SWI has been one to watch because it's been making the first moves. And also I could see the Wyckoff schematic forming on SWI, and we seem to have finished it. It looks like it's played out. I know a lot of you won't know what I'm talking about when I say Wyckoff schematic, Wyckoff accumulation, and what this means. So I thought I'd put a video together just trying to explain this post and give you guys a bit of insight. There's also some other reasons I think altcoins might start gaining against BTC. So let's dive in and take a look at what we found. So I'm not going to go into massive detail about Wyckoff schematics, but I want to give you a brief oversight so you understand what I'm talking about. What you see here in front of you, this is called a Wyckoff accumulation pattern. There was a guy many years ago called Richard Wyckoff. He noticed these different patterns that seem to repeat in the markets on different assets over the years. We see these things over and over again, and this is an accumulation schematic, and it's designed to trick people into making the wrong moves, buy at the wrong time, sell at the wrong time, so that the big whales that are accumulating whatever asset it is that this pattern is playing out on can take your money from you, basically. I'm not going to go into massive detail, but the key things here: we get a big drop down into the schematic, and then from there we get a bounce. That's your automatic rally. Then we get a secondary test, and then we get this next peak. Then we come down, and people that have taken longs from this low here, they get stopped out when this low gets taken out by the secondary test in phase B. Then we'll get a bounce from there. We'll start breaking through this first high, inducing people to go long, and then they'll drop the price again and bring it down. And anyone that was long from down here gets stopped out because we get another push down, and it's usually a violent push down with lots of liquidations, taking lots of liquidity out of the market. The whales step in here, buy it up, and then we get a quick spring up back into the range. We get usually a Fibonacci retracement to test back at the lows, and then we start marching, stair-stepping our way very quickly straight back up to the top of the schematic and find support above this high, where we show a sign of strength, and then we move on out and shift out to the upside. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because if I show you this in comparison to SWI here, you can see your fall, and there's your fall on SWI. You've got your bounce here. There's your first bounce, Now we come down, set a higher low, as we do here, higher low. Then we push up. Now, usually you will get a break of the high and set a higher high to induce people to go long. In this case, we didn't get that. These can vary somewhat, but then the next key part, the secondary test in phase B, you can see we come down, we take out these lows, and we do the secondary test in phase B. So this low here is basically this low here. Now you can ignore this one. This is pretty much just can be thought of as one low. So it's about the levels. So we've got this low here, then this low here is higher. Then we come up again and we come down to take those out with this secondary test in phase B. Then we get a push up into the middle of the range. As you can see here, these highs don't exceed these ones. Well, it's the same here. We come up and these highs don't exceed these ones. And then we get this drop down, taking out the low again. So these lows down here, these get taken out. There's your violent liquidation event, quick wick up and recovery. And that's your spring initiated. And then we get this move up and a back test. There's your move up and your back test. And then we start stair-stepping our way out towards the top of the range. So quite a good match here for the schematic. It's a shame when I put this post out on Facebook last night, we were sitting right around here waiting for this push down and the spring phase to kick in. And it's happened quickly and the recoveries happened quickly. And in one day, we're straight back up to the top of this range. So I think it's probably quite easy for you guys to see. The only real difference here is maybe we would have expected a higher high on this section, but the real key characteristics of the Wyckoff accumulation pattern are present and quite easy to see here. So just wanted to bring that to your attention. And what we would expect now is to consolidate here, just let momentum recover. If I bring some momentum up on the chart, you can see we're very high here on our momentum waves. We really need these to sort of cool off a little bit so that we can get the energy to push up for another swing in momentum and get this move out of here. So I think we'll probably go sideways for the meanwhile, just while these momentum waves can reset and the RSI can cool off a bit. And then hopefully we can get the shift out that you see there in the Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and that will push us back up towards these ranges that we were trading in previously. So I think that looks like a nice bottom to me for SWE. We've also got bullish divergences there, your higher lows on your momentum with your lower lows on your price, key things that we look for. We've got those on multiple time frames. I won't bore you by going through them all. If you are interested, take a look. I'm currently on the 15-minute chart and we've got quite clear bullish divergences there. You can look for these on your RSI or on your momentum or on your market cipher B, whatever it is that you prefer to use. So I think we're looking good here for a push upwards. I don't really see us falling down back into this range. Doesn't mean we can't get any quick little retests and then moves back up. It's probably going to go sideways, as I say, and they could fake us down a little bit and load it up before it springs off. But we shouldn't really see price dropping down and taking out these lows, otherwise this will become invalidated. You can go into reaccumulation, or we can move off as the standard schematic says. So hopefully we will move off upwards as the schematic says, rather than reaccumulate. But for the moment, it's looking like a good low, and I think the bottom for now is in. And hopefully this is a sign that we can start pushing up. I also mentioned in the post about Bitcoin dominance. So let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. I just want to take my drawings off for a minute so you guys can see easier what I'm saying here. Now, this is the dominance of Bitcoin. So it's how much of the total market share of all cryptocurrency belongs to Bitcoin. And we do want our Fibonacci levels on here because, as you can see, we have been approaching a 786 retracement. So if you take your Fibonacci from the high to the low on the Bitcoin dominance, Bitcoin has been taking more and more market share from altcoins as it moves up here. But as we know from our Fibonacci rules, we tend to reject here in this golden pocket. We got a reaction and rejected. We come up to the 702 and rejected, and then we've started pushing up to the 786 Fibonacci level, the last one that you would really expect to see a rejection from. We've not quite made it there, so that's the only confusing thing. Can Bitcoin gain more strength? Are altcoins going to fall so that we can hit that 786, or is this enough? Now we really are in the zone, and zooming in you can see that it has started turning around here, and today we've had a bit of a drop. So last night we were up here and I said I was expecting to see Bitcoin dominance start to fall, and that's exactly what we've seen today. So will this now continue, or will it hold and push up for this 786? Now, if you own altcoins and you're looking for alt season to get started, you want to see this Bitcoin dominance start dropping. If you want to chart this, it's BTC.D, Bitcoin dominance, and you will get this chart. But we're right up to this 786 zone and looking for a rejection here. Maybe this is it, because it does look like it tried to come for that 786, didn't quite make it there, and then it's done a Fibonacci retracement into those golden pocket areas and is rejecting from there at the moment. Now this is a really good sign. It doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to go down in value necessarily. Bitcoin can go up in value, but what it means is that altcoins are going to go up more than Bitcoin as this dominance drops. So let's hope that Bitcoin dominance keeps falling. It's not guaranteed, but we want to watch it. And if this really does start coming down, and I'm talking coming down, I mean, because usually when we get altcoin season, this will move fast. If you look at our last altcoin season, it gets to a peak and it just drops. It drops so fast, so much. That's because the altcoins are just gaining and gaining against Bitcoin exponentially. That's kind of what we're hoping will happen here. We're looking for this dominance to really, really plummet and plummet fast, so that we can see those altcoins just rocket and shoot up in value quickly. Now, as I say, not guaranteed it's just going to fall from here. It could go sideways for a bit and then make the move. It could even push up into the 786 and gain some dominance against the altcoins before it goes. But I think it's coming soon, and this is a real positive sign that altcoin season is just around the corner. We've got global liquidity growing, as we mentioned in the last video. Money printers are being turned on. Interest rates are being cut around the world. Maybe the states can cut soon and increase liquidity flow, and we can really get this altcoin season started. So that would be something I'm looking for in news soon. Whether it will happen unexpectedly at the next meeting or whether it's coming later in the year, I don't know. But we will see. I mean, I'm looking for this to get going fairly soon. I don't think we've got time to wait till later in the year for these catalysts. The charts are saying that we're ready to go. Hopefully we start seeing things turn around on those macroeconomical factors and we can get this altcoin rally underway. And it's usually quite short-lived. I mean, I would expect it to be over in a couple of months. Now, is that the end of the cycle altogether? I don't know. Potentially, yes. Potentially we could see an altcoin rally, Bitcoin with one more push up, and this cycle could be over. But there are factors like the global liquidity and other macro factors that are saying this could go on much longer. But I would still expect this run to be fairly short-lived, and then potentially a cool off and continuation if we're going to see a bigger cycle. But it could equally also, at this stage, from the information we've got, it could just be the end of the cycle and catch everyone unawares like it usually does. People thinking it's going to go much higher and on for much longer, when actually you're quite close to the end. So I think the charts indicate there is one big push left. Bitcoin could set another high, and altcoins are likely to do very well in this. So watching this Bitcoin dominance closely. But that's why I think this is so encouraging, what we've seen here with SWI, this accumulation pattern showing up now at this point, just as Bitcoin dominance is turning. It's a real positive sign that perhaps SWI is about to get moving on upwards out of here and take back some of that market share from Bitcoin. And if SWI is going to do that, and with the big moves we've been seeing also in Ethereum, everyone was writing it off. Everyone thought Ethereum was dead, and yeah, here we are with Ethereum pushing up really strongly against everything else. If I zoom out on some bigger time frames, and we got a really nice move a few weeks ago, and we've not really dropped. We're holding very well, and Ethereum fighting to potentially push up here also, possibly setting a bearish divergence here at these levels. But something to watch. Again, good positive signs at the moment, and looking strong. I'm looking for Ethereum to start gaining market cap back from Bitcoin. So I think it really is time to really start looking at altcoins, and it's looking positive that we should see some gains in the altcoin market. So whilst we're talking about the altcoin market, let's look at total 3 on the daily. And as you can see, I'll leave these moving averages on because it's actually looking very bullish. We came up for the peak, we've come back down, tested the moving averages underneath them, but it's given the time for this 21 and the 50 moving average to cross under the 200, which is your yellow line, and that's your king, sort of daddy of moving averages, the 200. Once you get above the 200, like we do here, you burst up, you move up quickly. Once you get above the 200 here, you burst up, you move up quickly. That's when we get these runs. And then you see we come under, we sort of hold it, these moving averages curve up, we break through the 200, and boom, away we go. And it's looking really positive that there's a good chance this could be happening now. We've come under, we've curved, we're coming back up. The 21 coming up and crossing the 200, the 50 curving up to back it up from underneath, price consolidating above the 200 MA. This is the total crypto market cap of all the altcoins. So it's all of crypto excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. And this is gearing up for a move up. That's looking really positive too. So some good signs there that altcoin season is literally about to happen. And it could be over very quickly. We've gained some good momentum here. We've got strength. We've got moving averages curling up, looking positive. We've got SWE completing Wyckoff Accumulation schematic. We've got Bitcoin dominance falling. We're above the 200 moving average on the total market cap on the daily and looking quite strong for a move up. So hopefully this is what we will see. So very interesting, but it's exciting times, and we'll see how this plays out over the next month or two. So guys, thanks for tuning in. That's a couple of little updates I wanted to give you. Don't forget to come and join us here over on Facebook or on X. Come on guys, we need to get these likes and followers up. Come on, we can do better than this. So please come and show your support for the channel. Come and like up the page on Facebook, give us a follow on X, and it should help you guys at the same time as well, because of course I put these updates up on Facebook and X when I don't have a chance to make a video, and the information can get to you much quicker and much easier there, and then I'll try and follow up on any key points with the video trying to explain what I'm saying. But obviously today we've had this big move up from this spring stage in Wyckoff, and I haven't had a chance to make a video until the move has already happened. But if you were following us here on Facebook, you would have seen my post last night saying about us being in Wyckoff Accumulation and in the spring phase, and perhaps that would have given you a chance to catch that move. Please do come and follow us. Hopefully it will help get the information out to you guys much quicker. I can keep in touch with you on there. Feel free to drop any comments, ask any questions. You're welcome to comment on the video, to ask any questions, guys. If there's ever anything I cover in a video and you don't quite understand what I'm saying, feel free to drop a question in the comments, or feel free to suggest videos that you would like me to make. If there's anything you're interested in but you don't know much about it and you want me to give you my insight on it, or something like that, then please do drop a comment and I shall take a look. And I'm always happy to try and put out information that is relevant to you guys and that you want to see. So there you go. That's it for today. Thanks for joining me, and we'll be back with another video very soon. Take care, everyone. Peace.